Good afternoon. This is Akashvani. I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to distribute about 71,000 appointment letters at Rozgar Mela tomorrow through video conferencing. Race for new Karnataka Chief Minister heats up. Senior Congress leader Siddaramaiah leaves for Delhi. NIA carries out raids at multiple locations in Jammu and Kashmir in connection with terror funding case. Home Minister Amit Shah says government has repealed around 2,000 irrelevant laws since 2015. Third Energy Transitions Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency begins in Mumbai. And in IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans to take on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad this evening. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will distribute about 71,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits through video conferencing tomorrow. On the occasion, he will also address these appointees. The Rozgar Mela will be held at 45 locations across the country. The recruits are taking place across central government departments as well as state governments and union territories. The new recruits selected from across the country will join various positions and posts like Gramin Dak Sevaks, Commercial cum Ticket Clerk, Junior Clerk cum Typist, Junior Accounts Clerk, Assistant Section Officer, Tax Assistants, Inspectors, Nursing Officers, Principal, Assistant Professors, among others. The Rozgar Mela is a step towards fulfillment of the commitment of the Prime Minister to accord highest priority to employment generation. The Rozgar Mela is expected to act as a catalyst in further employment generation and provide meaningful opportunities to the youth for their empowerment and participation in national development. The newly inducted appointees will also get an opportunity to train themselves through Karma Yogi Prarambh, which is an online orientation course for all new appointees in various government departments. Political activities has intensified for a new Karnataka Chief Minister. Senior Congress leader Siddaramaiah has left for Delhi. Senior Congress leaders Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivkumar have staked the claim for the post. The party has gained absolute majority in the assembly election held on the 10th of May, and the government formation process is in progress. Former Chief Minister of Maharashtra Sushil Kumar Shinde, AICC General Secretary Jitendra Singh, and Congress leader Deepak Babaria, who were appointed as observers by the AICC President, have returned to New Delhi after collecting the opinion of all the Congress legislators. The Karnataka Congress Legislative Party meeting held yesterday in Bengaluru had unanimously authorized Congress President Arjun to take a decision on the Legislative Party leader. More from our correspondent.
The Legislative Party meeting held in Bengaluru yesterday till late night toiled to get opinion from the newly elected Congress legislators on the choice for the Chief Minister. The AICC observers have taken the details from the legislators and will present them before the Congress President and High Command. One of the CM aspirants, Siddaramaiah, has left for New Delhi to meet the High Command. Another claimant, D.K. Shivkumar, is likely to leave for Delhi in the afternoon. Based on the opinion of the legislators and other considerations that are politically viable, the task of choosing the next Chief Minister is likely to be fulfilled. Sudhindra, Bengaluru.
The Sangrur District Court in Punjab summoned Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge in a 100 crore rupee defamation case filed by Hitesh Bharadwaj, the founder of Hindu Suraksha Parishad, for allegedly making defamatory remarks against Bajrang Dal during the recently concluded Karnataka Assembly elections. The Congress, in its manifesto, compared Bajrang Dal with anti-national organizations. The National Investigation Agency, or NIA, today conducted searches at 13 locations in Jammu and Kashmir in a terror funding case. The agency raided Badgam, Shopian, Pulwama, Srinagar and Anantnag districts in the case for carrying out terrorist and subversive activities in the state by various proscribed organizations, including Jamaat-e-Islami. The raids were underway in Pulwama when reports last came in. Earlier on the 11th of this month, the Central Anti-Terror Agency carried out searches in Badgam and Baramulla districts of the state. The NIA on the 4th of this month also conducted searches at 16 places in Jammu and Kashmir as part of its continuing crackdown on terror funding in the state in the case related to separatist and secessionist activities of the banned Jamaat-e-Islami. Home Minister Amit Shah said that the government has repealed around 2,000 irrelevant laws from 2015. Inaugurating a training program on legislative drafting in New Delhi today, Mr. Shah said, since the Narendra Modi government came into power, various initiatives have been taken in the field of law. He said legislative drafting is not a science or an art. It is a skill that must be implemented with spirit. Mr. Shah said the law must be clear and no grey area should be there.
ड्राफ्टिंग जितना अच्छा होगा, एग्जीक्यूशन इतना सरल हो जाएगा, एग्जीक्यूटिव गलती नहीं करेगी। ड्राफ्टिंग जितना अच्छा होगा, जुडिशरी को भी ओवरस्टेप करने का मौका नहीं मिलेगा। अगर ड्राफ्टिंग में ग्रे एरिया छोड़ देते हो तो व्याख्या करते वक्त कोई एंक्रोचमेंट कर सकता है। ड्राफ्टिंग परिपूर्ण है, ग्रे एरिया ही नहीं है, स्पष्ट है, तो इसकी व्याख्या स्पष्ट हो जाएगी, एग्जीक्यूशन के वक्त भी हो जाएगी और जुडिशियल रिव्यू के वक्त भी हो जाएगी।
The Home Minister urged the officers of the Parliament and the state legislatures that the law should be drafted in simple and clear words so that there is no point of conflict.
लेजिस्लेटिव ड्राफ्टिंग किसी भी देश को अच्छा चलाने की सबसे महत्वपूर्ण विधा है। अगर देश को अच्छा चलना है, देश के संविधान के जो कामों के बीच में बंटवारे, इसके बीच में क्लैश भी नहीं होना है, तो लेजिस्लेटिव ड्राफ्टिंग बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए। और मैं इसके लिए आप सभी को कहता हूं कि पार्लियामेंट की और लोगों की इच्छा को कानून में ट्रांसलेट करते वक्त ढेर सारी चीजों का हमें ध्यान रखना होता है।
Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Arjun Meghwal and other senior officials were present in the training program. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Supreme Court today declined to entertain a plea challenging a Bombay High Court decision dismissing a PIL against Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Union Law Minister Kiren Rijiju for their remarks on judiciary and the collegium system for appointment of judges. The plea was listed for today's hearing before a bench comprising Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Ehsanuddin Amanullah. A plea was filed by the Bombay Lawyers Association in the Supreme Court to challenge the Bombay High Court's 9th February order, dismissing its plea on the ground that it was not a fit case to invoke the writ. Union Minister of State for Coal and Mines Rao Sahib Danve said G20 delegates are discussing various alternatives to fossil fuels in Energy Transitions Working Group's third meeting under India's G20 presidency in Mumbai today. India has decided to reduce carbon emission to zero by 2070. Various initiatives being undertaken by other countries in this direction are being discussed, he added. Secretary, Ministry of Power and Chair of Energy Transition Working Group Alok Kumar also addressed the inaugural session of the meeting. Over 100 delegates representing G20 member countries, special invitee countries and international organizations such as International Energy Agency, World Bank and World Energy Council India are deliberating on priority areas during this 3-day meeting. Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Bhupendra Yadav today launched a mobile application called Meri Life or My Life in New Delhi. This app is inspired by the concept of life, envisioned by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi at COP26, which emphasizes mindful and deliberate utilization instead of mindless and wasteful consumption. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Yadav said that this app will showcase the power of citizens, especially young people, in saving the environment. He also mentioned that through this app, simple actions in daily lives can have a larger climate impact. The minister expressed hope that the portal and app together drive a national movement for life. Army Chief General Manoj Pandey has embarked on a 2-day visit to Egypt. During the visit, General Manoj Pandey will be meeting the country's senior military leadership, where he will discuss avenues for further enhancing Indo-Egypt defense relations. Defense Ministry said he will be visiting various Egyptian armed forces establishments and exchange ideas on issues of mutual interest. The Army Chief will interact with the Commander-in-Chief of the Egyptian Armed Forces, Minister of Defense and Military Production and Chief of Staff, Egyptian Armed Forces. The military relations of India with Egypt are on the rise, which was evident during India's 74th Republic Day parade, wherein the Egyptian Armed Forces contingent made their first appearance. The visit of General Manoj Pandey will further deepen the bilateral relationships between the two armies. This visit will also act as a catalyst for closer coordination and cooperation between the two countries on a host of strategic issues. Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan will participate in the Indo-Pacific Security Dialogue in the United States today. Defence Ministry said the three-day event is beginning today in California. Senior military commanders from Quad member countries will meet in Sunnylands in California to attend the high-profile meeting on the Indo-Pacific security. General Chauhan is scheduled to interact with top military officers from US, Japan and Australia. This is the first visit of Chief of the Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan outside the country since he took over as the CDS in October last year. In Turkey, Supreme Election Council head Ahmet Yener said more than 91.93% of the votes have now been counted. Based on these results, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is ahead with 49.49% of the vote, while opposition leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu has 44.79%. According to media reports, neither Mr. Erdogan nor rival Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu cleared the 50% threshold needed to avoid a second round to be held on the 28th of May. The leader of opposition alliance, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, said he would accept the electorate's decision for a second round vote. The absconded leader of Communist Party UML and former Deputy Prime Minister of Nepal, Bahadur Raimaji, was arrested from Budha-Nilkant of Kathmandu yesterday. Raimaji has been arrested for his alleged role in the fraud of millions of rupees by duping Nepalese citizens with the promises of sending them to the United States in the cover of Bhutanese refugees. Earlier, Indrajit Rai, the advisor to former Home Minister Ram Bahadur Thapa, was arrested on the charge of his involvement in the scam. Police have already made high-profile arrests over their alleged connections to the scam. So far, 13 people have been arrested over the scam. In Myanmar, at least 3 people have been killed as the powerful cyclone Mocha has hit the coastlines of Bangladesh and Myanmar after intensifying into the equivalent of a Category 5 storm. It is considered to be a tropical cyclone that has maximum wind speed of 254 km per hour. Myanmar appears to have borne more direct impact as the cyclone flooded streets, blew off roofs and severed communications in Rakhine State near Sitwe Township. In IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans will take on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad at 7:30 p.m. today. Yesterday, Kolkata Knight Riders beat Chennai Super Kings by 6 wickets at M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. Chasing a target of 145 set by Chennai Super Kings, Kolkata Knight Riders crossed the target in 18.3 overs, losing 4 wickets. In another match, Rajasthan Royals suffered their biggest defeat in Indian Premier League history as they were defeated by Royal Challengers Bangalore by 112 runs in Jaipur. Domestic benchmark indices witnessed modest gains of more than 0.5% in the afternoon trade. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange rose 450 points or 0.72% to trade at 62,478. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange advanced 122 points or 0.67% to trade at 18,473 a short while ago. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to distribute about 71,000 appointment letters at Rozgar Mela tomorrow through video conferencing. Race for new Karnataka Chief Minister heats up. Senior Congress leader Siddaramaiah leaves for Delhi. NIA carries out raids at multiple locations in Jammu and Kashmir in connection with terror funding case. Home Minister Amit Shah says government has repealed around 2,000 irrelevant laws since 2015. Third Energy Transitions Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency begins in Mumbai. And in IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans to take on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad this evening. And with that, we end the midday news.